Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and it's Friday. It's a Friday song. Do you like it? I got my demo tape in the car if you want to buy one. Y'all know Justin Trudeau's a big racist. I finally got to see more of his interview where he explained his racism. And I want to say this before we get into this. Two things. One, I'm very unorganized today, even for me. So I'm not sure I have everything that I'm not even sure I was ready to go to air. So if at some point I have to go, oh, excuse me, I need to do something real quick, I apologize. But second, and far more important to the conversation, I don't think what Justin Trudeau did was wrong. I know. We're supposed to be mad that he's a racist. And he may well be. But as far as dressing up in a costume, that's not racist. If you're dressing up as Al Jolson and you're a giant white guy, yeah, you might need some makeup to make it look like Al Jolson. You know what I mean? It'd be like saying you can be a clown without putting on clown makeup. And yes, I know there's kinds of clowns that don't wear makeup. You know what I mean? The It Clown. How about that? It's like saying you're going to dress up at the It Clown as the It Clown, but you're not going to wear any makeup. You just have to realize that's who you are. But I don't have a problem with what he did. He did it. So it's not in chat. I was going to say or sarcastically say he's innocent, but what? Look, I don't think there's an innocent or guilt thing here. It's the same way I've seen it with anybody who puts on, using air quotes, blackface or brown face in this case, or in his case, black-faced as well, because it came out that the reporter asked him if there was anything else he had done racist or blackface, and he goes, well, I think there's been several. That was his answer. Like, Justin, that's a horrible fucking answer. Yes or no would have been fine. Of course there is. Yeah, I'm a big ass racist. I didn't know it was racist, but I'm a big ass racist. Oh God, yeah, that was the question. Anything racist or more blackface? You need to be very careful about how you're answering that question there, Justin. Anyhow, it just amused me when I heard that. And I was just reminded of it because I was watching Philly D's video from today. And then John Ward had a video on it that I only watched a couple minutes of. I have to watch that again later. But yeah, so Canada, man, why you guys run by a racist? I knew there was something wrong with you, but why are you so racist, man? But look, again, I don't honestly believe it's racism. I don't. I think that's stupid. You look, were the minstrel shows racist? Yeah, we can say that pretty well. I don't think there needs to be an argument about that. Does that mean everybody who forever and ever, amen, dresses up as a black character and wears black makeup is racist? No, because that'd be fucking stupid. But we live in a time of absolutes now, don't we? It's all or nothing. There is no in between. There is no nuance. Remember when YouTube was really big on nuance for a day? They're the only people I've ever seen in the last probably 8 years with any kind of poll that believe nuance is a thing, and that was only to save their own asses. Which we'll get to those prickwads here in a minute. But yeah, I see people who are having a lot of fun with this, and I don't have a problem with people having fun with it because Justin Trudeau is a giant liberal douchebag. He's the one that said, what was it? We're not. What was it he said? Fuck, where he was at the women's thing, and he made that really gay ass remark. I can't even remember it now. It said it wasn't even people. I forget what it was. But he's a giant liberal douchebag. I could probably look it up and remember, but when liberals end up getting bit in the ass by their own stupidity, yeah, have fun laughing at it. The one thing I don't want you to do, people kind, thank you, functional. That's what it was. Instead of mankind, it was people kind. Fucking cuck. And then he came back and, no, man, I was just joking. The fuck you were. You just didn't realize there were actual men in the audience who were going to laugh at you for it, and women as well. Anyhow, I don't have a problem with, you guys enjoying that. The problem comes when you're like, oh, see, he is actually racist, because then what you're saying is anybody who does that is actually racist as well. You're backing up the nonsense. Now, like I said, you want to have fun with it? By all means, laugh at him, joke about it. But at the end of the day, if he's racist for doing that, then everybody who's ever put on black makeup to be a character is racist. So be careful. Be careful what you say about this one, guys, because I see a lot of people out there. A lot of people. Yeah, that's racist. Is it? Is it? Now, look, he's saying it's racist, but if you listen to what he said, he actually said, I didn't know it was racist at the time. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was he said, I didn't know it was racist at the time. I should have known, but I didn't know it was racist at the time. It was in 2001, y'all. 2001. Peter says, if there's no hatred behind it, it's not racist, in my opinion. I'm with you. He was dressing up in costume. It was a fucking costume. He wasn't going out there. Look, I don't know how he acted when he was there. Maybe he acted really racist, like hardcore. I mean, we're talking about Aladdin, and he went pretty dark on it. So, Alibaba, maybe he had dynamite strapped to his chest underneath as a joke. But yeah, a drama teacher in costume. Yeah, and you're nuts. He was a drama teacher, and Prosperity points out a drama teacher in costume. Now, I would be far more concerned about the way he's holding that chick in the I don't know who she is in the first picture we saw. The way he's got his arms wrapped around her, that's kind of creepy. So if they weren't officially dating and she was old enough to be dating, I don't know what age the school was. But the way he's got his arms wrapped around her is like, that's kind of creepy. What are you, Joe Biden? I mean, come on, man. Anyhow, so I'm sorry. I didn't want to talk about this idiot for so long. I didn't mean to. But it does bother me seeing people actually trying to point it. Hey, that is racist. Make sure you're just sticking with the joke, because otherwise, yeah, you really are saying that everybody who does it is racist. And on that, you're wrong. What this is a hypocrite, a liberal douche hypocrite getting caught being a hypocrite. So yeah, she looks like Monica Lewinsky to me. Who, the chick he had his arms around? Maybe that's his own Monica. Maybe that was his intern. He's getting some sweet loving from. Do y'all think it sucks that Bill didn't get to tap Monica? All he got was a blowjob. Now, and don't get me wrong, blowjob's fine. Blowjob's nice, but after all the trouble he went through, I feel bad for him. They never got to, put it in her. They didn't get to move it around, Oh, there goes my monetization on this one. Shit. One of these days, I'm going to remember to keep it clean for the first 10 minutes. But I do. I feel bad for Bill. He didn't get to, he didn't get to fuck her at all. And neither of the bottom holes. He didn't get to use either of them. And with all that he went through, he lost his law license over all of this for a while. His daughter had to hear about her dad's picadillos. You hear that? It's a picadillo. Isn't Monica crazy? Not that I know of. She's a young woman who went through a lot of shit when she was still really, really young. All because she had a crush on a man and trusted the wrong bitch to keep her mouth shut. Anyhow, yeah, I do. I feel bad for him that he didn't get to plow that. Because unlike most people, I thought she was cute. I really did. I still think she's cute. Hey, Vanilla Bear, how you doing? Anyhow, can you really keep it clean? I doubt that. I probably could. I would have to. I'd have to script it a lot more than I do, because I just kind of grab some things I want to talk about and then just let my mind wander from there. And if I'm going to keep it clean, I have to be much more regimented. I'm not very good with just being allowed to let my mind and mouth wander. That's when I get into trouble. Speaking of which, somebody sent me a thing over on the Twitter machine. It's a boob pillow. And I need to ask you ladies in the audience because I have no idea. But it's this thing you wear at night, and it's a pillow for your boobies. And it goes between them, and it's like it's a titty pillow. I Here, let me bring it up. I'll show you guys what I mean, because when I saw it, I was like, what the hell am I even looking at? And then I saw them. Oh, it's titty pillows. Sorry, I gotta open it up here. Here we go. Share. Least professional monkey on the internet. See this? So when you're laying down, there's a pillow between your boobies. Fight cleavage wrinkles with the Sleep and Glow pillow bra. Oh, it's to keep from getting those wrinkles between here. Like as you get older, you guys know that happens, right? As women get older, it pulls down a little bit and they get the titty wrinkles there, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just an older woman. That just means, you help her pull them up and you hold them in your hands for her. Take some of that pressure off her back. Always ask first. Don't just do that. But I'm good. Trying not to be a wimp this morning. Got a blood test. Vanilla Bear, are you one of those needle people? I don't mind needles. They hurt a lot, but like I said, the only thing I have to do is if they're taking my blood, I have to see it. Because I don't want to jump when that first pain hits, and I have a tendency, if I am in any pain, to jump. So I watched it. It's like, okay, there it is, and I'm good. But yeah, I saw this, and I was really wondering. So, ladies in chat, give me a 1 if this is yes, we need this, and a 2 if it's like, why did we waste time on this? Because I feel like there's some science behind it, and that this is a misuse of science. Like somebody went, I bet if we keep titties from sagging on each other, they won't get them titty wrinkles. Hashtag titty wrinkles. Yeah, I don't really honestly know what to make of that thing. It's a little bit disturbing to me, actually. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to throw the link to the guys. I think I got everything else because my drink's full, my cigarettes are rolled. I know I went to the restroom. I got everything turned on. I took medicine. Oh, no, I need to take medicine too. Crap. I took medicine before the other show, but I need to take my other medicine now. See, I told you, least professional monkey. I knew I shouldn't have started already. Seems to be pretty unanimous. We don't need titty pillows. Titties are their own pillows. Hashtag titties are their own pillows. I like that you can put a hashtag. I used to hate hashtags because every idiot out there be like, hashtag this. And then I realized the fun of it. Hashtag is very much like bless your heart kind of thing. For those of you who don't know, and many people have talked about this before me, but it is absolutely true. If you live in the South, you will hear rednecks say horrible things about each other and then say bless their heart, as though that makes it, he's so retarded, bless his heart. And it takes the sting out of it. It really does. It's hashtag kind of works the way that people, I'm not racist, but with how they think that's gonna work, it doesn't. But if you want to have fun with people, and I can't remember what comedian said this, but this is actually a really fun thing to do to people. They get it upsets them. Go up to them and say, or when you're in the middle of a conversation, just go, I'm not racist, but, and then say something that has nothing at all to do with race. Like, I'm not racist, but I really like to drive. And people will lose their shit with you. Like, that has nothing to do with race. It's like, yeah, because I'm not a racist. What the fuck's wrong with you? Because the other times you hear I'm not racist, you know it's going to be followed by really racist shit. Yeah, I'm not racist, but I love Coca-Cola. Exactly, that kind of stuff. I do it on Twitter from time to time just to fuck with people. And people, they get mad. They get really mad. Like they were waiting for me to say something horrifically racist. It's great. My Southern grandma used to say that to me a lot. Didn't know it meant that till she was almost gone, dementia-wise. I get you, Aether. I grew up in the South. I got quite a few, bless your hearts. Bless your heart. Yeah, I'm not racist, but my kitchen floor is really clean. Exactly, that kind of stuff. It is a black. Go do it over on Twitter if you guys are on Twitter. Just tweet that out. And yeah, people, I don't think that's not racist. Why are you saying that? Which is kind of a funny thing to think about it because, I'm not racist should be followed by things that aren't racist. Because I'm not racist followed by things that are racist is just like, yeah, that's kind of racist. I think you might, I don't think you know what that word means. Anyhow, what were we going to talk? Oh, we were going to talk about those shitbags over at YouTube. Hi, YouTube. If you're still listening, you shouldn't be. It's 16 minutes in. You're supposed to be done by I should have started with you guys because I wanted you to hear this, even though I know you don't listen. I know this is just a bot that you guys put in there. And okay, so yesterday, guys, I did 2 streams. I did Monkey in the Morning and I did Lords of the Night. Once again, Lords of the Night, no matter how dirty and horrible I get on that show, gets monetized. But this show, no matter how nice and clean I am, gets demonetized. Like, you fucking bastards. You absolute pricks. But we were talking about YouTube yesterday because of what they did to Lacey Green. And for those of you who missed yesterday's show, Lacey Green is a well-known YouTuber. She's been around for a long time. She has 1.4 million subscribers. She's been away for a while, and she made a video sometime last week. I can't remember the date. I wish I had that information, but least professional monkey on the internet. She uploads this video, and her channel gets suspended for her impersonating Lacey Green. That's dumb enough because it was her on her channel. It's not like it was somebody else on a different channel pretending to be Lacey Green, and they're like, no, that's too close of a parody or something like that, Oh, wait, editor, you must not have been here yesterday. It's funny. Every time I tell this story, I get a what the fuck or what? Hang on. This story gets better. Lacey appealed, and upon human review, the suspension was upheld. YouTube expects us to believe that a real life person looked at Lacey Green's video on Lacey Green's channel and said, yeah, that's somebody impersonating Lacey Green. Now, it's kind of important to what happened with YouTube yesterday, actually. So that's actually 2 days ago now. Because remember, technically we're on Friday. The stuff I'm about to talk about happened on Thursday. On Thursday, several creators got notices. It used to be if you were over 100,000 subscribers, you could become verified with YouTube. And lots of people did. But YouTube has a new policy. And a whole bunch of those people who have been verified got an email saying, as of October 1st, your channel will no longer be verified. Not that they've done anything wrong. Not that they've broken any rules. Not that they were shitbags and YouTube didn't want to be associated with them. Nope. They've decided they want to change the way verification works so that, and I'm not making this up, it's easier to verify that you're watching who you want or who you want to watch. If a channel has been verified, it's the official channel of a creator, artist, company, or public figure on YouTube. Verified channels help distinguish official channels from other channels with similar names on YouTube. So, Lacey, what you needed to do is go in time go forward in time, get verified, and then come back and make your video on your official channel verified by YouTube so that they would know your channel that you've had for a fucking decade. Lacey's an old schooler. Now, no matter what you think about her, she's been around YouTube for a long fucking time. She's known far and wide. She's had stories written about her in the paper. And I don't know if they've ever been talked about on cable news, but I do know that she got very upset because the New York Times wrote an article about her and several other sexperts on the internet, because most of your sexperts on like YouTube and stuff, the ones that are pushed as sex experts, don't have any educational qualifications to have that title. They're just people who read stuff online and then come tell you about it. Your hymen isn't really going to be hurt if you push through it. What you got to do is slowly finger it until it widens up, and then a penis can go right in there. That's actually from Lacey Green's video on how to lose your virginity without it hurting. You got to lube it up. You got to finger it a while, because that's always the best sexual experience. Look, your first sexual experience, whether you're a man or a woman, should be kind of awkward, but not that awkward. It shouldn't be look, honey, yeah, let's do it. But hey, wait, lay down. I'm gonna get down here and finger you for 15 minutes with this lube I found in my dad's closet, and then I'll put it in. Can't imagine why I'm not monetized, you guys. Oh, fuck. Remember, guys, this show is brought to you by you, because I talk about shit too much. That's actually why I didn't like Lacey Green. I didn't really care for her politics, of course. But it was her sex ed stuff used to drive me insane, because it was half-assed at best. And this is the woman who one time told us that she didn't know the difference when she first shaved her hoo-ha and she got razor burn. She thought she had herpes. That's not a mistake you should be able to make. That is not a mistake you should ever be able to make. Razor burn. Look, I've never had herpes, but I've seen pictures, and I've never seen razor burn that bad, that scabs up. If your razor burn is scabbing up, it's probably not razor burn. Monkey, why is it when you talk about naughty things, you go full creepy? When did I go creepy? I didn't talk about how, look, okay. You say creepy. I say, I get what you're talking about. What Mata's talking about there is when I was talking about, working that hymen so you can get the penis in there. Well, what other way are you doing it? Do you have like a series of dildos out there that slowly get bigger, or one that you like turn the bottom of it and it widens? Because those are your choices. So I just follow it through to the logical conclusion. If you're talking, look, it's your first sexual experience. What he should be doing is down there for a while, widening out your hymen. You know what? Just plow it in there, get it over with. Be a woman. Take it. Billions of women before you have done it. You can do it now. It ain't gonna ruin your life, for fuck's sake. Anyhow, yeah, my disagreements with Lacey all stemmed from that whole sex ed bullshit. Remember, she had her. That's another thing. Lacey had a TV show. She actually had a fucking TV show, but she's not. She's not. Very. You can't tell that's her. Look up her YouTube. Fucking YouTube. But yeah, now YouTube's come out with this. When viewers come to YouTube, it's important that they know the channel they are watching is the official presence of the creator, artist, public figure, or company that it represents. With that in mind, we're announcing upcoming changes to our channel verification program starting in late October. There are 2 parts to the new verification program: a new look and new eligibility requirements. Currently, verified channels have a check mark next to their name. Through our research, we asked Tom in the break room. Through our research, we found that viewers often associated the check mark with an endorsement of content, not identity. To reduce confusion about what verification means, we're introducing a new look that helps distinguish the official channel of the creator, celebrity, or brand it represents. That's not gonna help with what you just said. People are still gonna see it as an endorsement because you're making it more of one, you shitbags. Look, people think this is an endorsement. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so you actually have to go through a bunch of hoops and prove to us that you deserve our endorsement. YouTube, what fucking retards do you have working there? Seriously. Yeah, accidental poet. Sorry, says R.I.P. checkmark. Did you get the email? Because maybe you're still getting yours. Not everybody's lost it so far. Let's see. As YouTube has expanded features where viewers interact with I can't believe you shitbags wrote that. As YouTube has expanded features where viewers interact with channels, including community posts, live chats, and comments, the check mark has been displayed inconsistently. The new look will be displayed more consistently across channel pages, search, and comment, and is more difficult to replicate so that viewers can be sure of a channel's identity. This new look will also replace the existing music note on official artist channels on YouTube. Under our current, this is where we get into it. This is what you got to do now, because remember, they're trying to make sure people don't mistake this verification as an endorsement. Under our current eligibility requirements, channels with more than 100,000 subscribers can be verified regardless of need of proof of authenticity. That worked well when YouTube was smaller, but as YouTube has grown and the ecosystem has become more complex, we need a new way to verify the identity of channels and help users find the official channels they're looking for. Oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that, accidental poet. Poet has lost the eligibility. I fuck YouTube. How about that? Just fuck them. Because NBC is an advertiser. What am I missing there? And hi, AP. How you doing, man? Wait a second. Are we are we talking about Lily Singh? We can get to her in a little while. AP, remember, man, you ever want on, let me know. I'll drop you a link, my friend. I don't think you and I have ever got to talk live, have we? Or maybe one time? Long time ago? Look for the YouTube label. Yeah, Frosted, exactly. How you know it's an official union thing. You know, Frosted, that goes for you too, man. If you want to come hang out tonight, let me know. Nobody has to. Nobody has to. Like I said, I do have the other ones out, so I wouldn't invite any more than those two because, you know, I got my rules, y'all. Anyway, where are we? Our new criteria prioritize verifying prominent channels that have a clear need for proof of authenticity. Who the fuck needs verified authenticity of a channel? You had a flood today, dude? Jesus, what are you, down in like Texas? I know there's a lot of flooding down there this month, this week. So I forget which parts of it. There's parts of Texas, guys. They got like 15 inches of rain in a couple of minutes. Like, damn. Okay, I'm exaggerating. But yeah, they had flash floods and people worried that flooding was coming up to their house. Anyway, we look at a number of factors to determine if a channel meets this criteria, including authenticity. Does this channel belong to the real creator, artist, public figure, or company that it claims to represent? All right, I'll give them that one. I'll give them that one. Authenticity should be checked. Prominence. Does this channel represent a well-known or highly searched creator, artist, public figure, or company? Is this channel widely recognized outside of YouTube and have a strong presence online? Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. My body is actually rejecting their shit. Is this a popular channel that has a very similar name to many other channels? Now, I want to see if channels like NBC, MSNBC, and all those get verified. If they get, because they have to, well, people be looking at this. Yeah, but one of the things you said is people have to be watching it. So if you see all the news channels still getting verified, that's a bunch of shit. That's a bunch of nonsense. Because those little shitbags, they don't get anybody watching them. But yeah, it's just another way for YouTube to screw with it. I don't know that it helps anybody to have that stupid ass check mark. But it was a sign that people had accomplished something. And now, no, they took that as people took that as an endorsement. The fuck they did. Stop talking to Bob in the break room and go ask actual people, because you're not changing anything. All you're doing is making it actually more exclusive, so that it does look even more like a recommendation, like a endorsement of that channel. You stupid fucks. Who is running that place? Yes, I know it's Susan, but seriously, who's coming up with these ideas? Stop giving Susan these dumbass ideas, because you're screwing everything up. You're fucking it all up. Yeah, fuck Bob in the break room. He's an idiot. Nobody, Bob in the break room, go sit in the corner. You're bad people. Unless you're listening to this show, in which case you're probably the good Bob in the break room, and we like you. Yeah, so it looked like people thought we were endorsing. This is the same nonsense that Twitter did. Thank you, ex-Bubba Hotep. You know what would help people find what channel they're looking for? Subscribing to someone actually working right. You got a point there, Bubba Hotep. And that's why I kind of laughed at, there's more ways for people to interact with the creators than ever before. That's not wrong. They're not lying when they say that. There's more ways, but it's a lot more difficult, because they actually do, especially if you watch something that they consider risque or bad. If you watch something that they don't approve of, then yeah, absolutely. They're like, yeah, we're not going to show you anything related to that, even more from that creator. And that is their business plan. They talked about this, about how successful it was, because what they did a few years ago is they started actually recommending things based on what you watched, which, by the way, makes a lot of fucking sense. That's how advertising should be done. Like, look, you like this, you'll probably like this as well. You see that on Netflix and stuff, and then it'll show you things like, this is kind of like what you're watching. But YouTube, only if it's stuff they approve of. So like if you're watching a grown man put on makeup for half an hour talking about the bitches he knows and calling him such a bitch, then yeah, you're going to see more of that in your recommendations. But if you watch something like me, no. YouTube doesn't approve of the shit I do. Maybe I should start calling myself a bitch. I'm serious, guys. If I ever get the internet good enough, I'm going to start a makeup channel. I'm going to start a makeup channel, and I'm going to mock the fuck out of these assholes until YouTube kicks me off for it. But I'm not even going to shave for it either. I'm going to put on foundation and what else do you guys put on? Powder, and I'm going to give myself those really dark looking, so it looks like, so I have that that I just got out of a concentration camp look in my cheeks through my beard. It's okay. It's a blonde and white beard, so it'll still show up. That's the kind of shit YouTube approves of. That and the real reason they're doing this, at least in my estimation, is that they are really sucking up to actual networks, network television. Your CNNs, your NBCs, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, Fox, even. These are the ones who are going to benefit from this new thing. This is. We look. It's verified that you're watching the Young Turks, because they're going to be. They're going to be verified. Ain't no fucking way they're not. Oh God, man. I was sent a video today about some. I'm actually going to try something, guys. My monkey's going to change a little bit if I remember to do it. I'm going to put on a nicer monkey, a nicer looking monkey, because there's apparently facial recognition software being used by YouTube, which may or may not affect the algorithm. Like, see my ranting monkey there with my eyebrows all mean looking and my mouth looking all mad. Thank you, ex Bubba Hotep. So you are going to be like Cesar Romero Joker, kind of Caesar. I know. I went a little Mexican there. Sorry, I called him Caesar. No, even worse than that. Even worse than that. Have you seen James Charles or Jeffree Star? And look, I don't know much about their content at all, except for they're gay men who act like the cattiest women you've ever seen most of the time. And they may be very nice people. I don't know. They tend to turn on each other all the time, like high school girls. But their makeup, man. Oh my dear God. They put so much dark. It's supposed to look like shadows, So their cheeks, they end up looking like they're extras in a movie about concentration camps. It's horrible. Why is there a dog outside? I wonder if my neighbor's back. He's been gone for a couple months. Well, asshole the cricket has a new friend, asshole the dog. Anyway. Yeah, so they do this horrible makeup, and that's my biggest problem. They look like concentration camp whores because they put on a shit ton of. Let me see. Let me see if I can find one of the pictures to give you an idea what I'm talking about here. Let's start with James. He's easier to spell. Images. See if we can find one where they do it. I know Jeffrey does it a lot more than. And why do I know this? Because my wife watches this shit. Yeah, it's probably Jeffrey's probably the easier one to see it on, because it's horrible. It's so bad looking. Yeah, here's a good one. Now I'm gonna get in trouble for talking shit about giant creators. But can you see? Look at that. All that makeup. Look at how much she amplifies the cheeks. The cheekbone. So it looks like he's never eaten. Look at this shit. If this was head on, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at this. Look at that. You already look like a concentration camp escapee. You don't need to amplify it. For fuck's sake. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do if I ever can if I can ever actually stream video. Just my way of making the world a better place. I'm sorry, Frosted. Hang on, bud. And thank you, Nuts, for pointing that out. Dude, what's your name on Twitter? Are you over there still? Yep, there you are. Bam. There you are, sir. Hopefully you still have that account, because I just sent it to you. I'm not racist, but you look like a concentration camp escapee. Well played. Oh, Peter, I don't know if it worked or not. Give me a second. It didn't bing at me. Oh, wow. Damn, Peter, thank you so much. Over on the Streamlabs says Monkey in the Morning is brought to you by Pete. Indeed, it is. Holy shit. God, that is very, very generous of you, sir. Thank you so very much. Yeah, my notification again. I've mentioned this before. The Streamlabs alert thing works perfect with super chats. It doesn't work at all with. Well, sometimes it doesn't work at all with Streamlabs. It goes to the same damn thing. Oh, and yes, thank you so very much. That is amazing. I can eat now, and I'll have lights. And what's
this I heard about concentration camp whores?
Well, Jeffree Star looks like what he thinks a concentration camp hooker would look like.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm a good judge of concentration camp whores, so.
Well, I don't know if you saw the picture I put up, Frosted.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head back there for just a second so you can see it. Nope, this one. Now I got to share it on the screen. Okay, it's shared on the screen again. He looks like yeah, the prettiest whore in all of Dachau. Yeah, I can't keep that up very long.
It's like Cher and David Bowie had a kid, and then that kid got AIDS.
I know, it's horrible, but people. I have a friend who he'd never heard of Jeffree Star, and he knows I do YouTubes. He said, my daughter's coming to visit me. She asked if she could come a week late, though. Oh, that's cool. Why? She wants to go meet somebody. He goes, have you heard of Jeffree Star? I'm like, oh yeah, I have. Holy cow, it's Frosted Glass. Did you know he has a Mystery Science Theater 3K showing every week? What days do you do those, man?
I do them Fridays after Lords of the Night.
I know you do them, and you mention them in chat, and but you also know I have the memory of a retarded goldfish. So,
well, learning deficient goldfish.
No, actually retarded, man. The kind that would just bump into the side of the glass over and over again because he thinks he can swim that way.
Yeah, it's me, Jack Gunsky, Terry, Sora, just a few people every Friday. We watch an episode.
Stop, motherfucker, stop. Oh, look, I took Jeffrey down. Calm down. I had to show Frosted what I was talking about. And look, I don't hate these people. Again, I think they're relevant to me, but having watched them with Lady Monkey and stuff, they're catty gay men, which is fine. That's fine. My whole point in even bringing them up, though, is that's the kind of content that YouTube wants. That's what they, besides your network TV stuff, which, believe me, they want that because they make money off of that shit. The creator made stuff, that's the kind of stuff they want. They want men in makeup, and they don't even want kids with toys anymore. They got rid of that shit, didn't they? They dropped the new rules where, and again, okay, in fairness, YouTube still wants that, but the Federal Trade, it was the FTC that stepped in there, right? Yeah, they stepped in and went, you're some preschooler's going to see this and not realize it's a commercial. Do you realize we actually do that now in our society? We base part of our laws on preschoolers being misinformed.
Yeah, I mean, aren't there what are they called, parents?
You would think that. Now, see, you would think that, and typically you'd be right, but no. You're not allowed to advertise. You're not allowed to advertise to preschoolers because preschoolers don't understand that it's an advertisement. Yeah, that's what parents are for, you dumb shit.
Yeah.
But no, we actually have rules because apparently a kid asking for something over and over is made mom too upset.
That's why kids don't have money.
Well, yeah, that and their lack of jobs. So how you been, Jack? I called you Jack. It's your fault. You mentioned Jack Gunsky earlier. I wasn't even thinking of the other Jack. I was thinking of Jack Gunsky.
Well, at least I wasn't in bed this time.
How you doing, Frosted?
Pretty good. I was editing for a lot of the day.
Do you have your channel link?
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't really for my Frosted Glass channel. It's more for a separate, like one
you don't want associated with you.
Yeah, one under my real name. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So yeah, definitely want to maybe keep that on the down low. But you do have the Mystery Science.
I mean, if anyone knew I was really Justin Trudeau, I mean.
Oh my God. You're not Canadian, right?
No, New England.
Yeah, I've heard your voice before. I've seen the show, and I've heard your voice. You've been somewhere else. Were you on the Jackbox games?
Yeah, I'm there most weeks.
Okay.
But, I mean, we've streamed together at least twice.
Again, I'm not saying... I believe you, but I have no memory of most of what I do anymore, man.
No.
I actually got into an argument with my family the other day because I have no short-term memory, but they were questioning me on my long-term memory, which is still pretty good. I'm like, no, don't try to fuck with that. Yeah, we did. I know I've been on there twice, and only once was I actually coherent. The first time, I don't even remember who all was there. The second time, Lady Monkey was on, and somebody dropped out. I was like, fuck it, okay, I'll come on too. I enjoy streaming with her because she's funnier than I am, but it makes people like me more. My wife makes people like me more. It's a nice reason to have a wife, guys.
Yeah. Whatever you pay her, you should double it.
I know, right? Well, actually, she's the one with the job, so I work on YouTube money, so I could buy her a Hershey Kiss like once a week. Frost is the king of Quiplash or Fibbage or one of those games. Can't remember exactly.
Well, I don't know. I lost like the last once or twice and survived the internet. That was the game I'm usually pretty good at. But I'm pretty good at Patently Stupid.
I'm not familiar with Patently Stupid.
It's pretty fun. It's like you make up premises like a problem that needs to be solved, and then someone has to come up with an invention to solve it.
Like wrinkles in the cleavage and inventing the titty pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Maybe that's where that actually came from, because then it would make sense. It was a game that somebody took seriously.
Yeah. So, like, one of the ones I did was the problem was wild animals keep getting my kids' lunch or something. Mm-hmm. So I invented a lunchbox with poison spikes on it. And since it just, mutilates the animals, I called it the Sarah McLachlaninator.
Nice. Okay. I don't have much on my Twitter. The only one that really came across today was Alexander J.A. Cortez. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Frosted.
It's the first I'm hearing of him. Although, didn't you mention him on Lords of the Night? I did.
Alexander is one of those guys who tries to teach guys to be men. If you know who the golden one is, think that, but with greasier hair and dark hair, of course.
I don't know who the golden one is.
Oh my God, you don't know the golden one? Oh, he's great.
Is that a nickname for someone I may have heard of, or
that's the name he goes by, as far as I know. I don't know if he's ever released his real name. The golden one on YouTube. He's this Swedish, I think.
Mhm.
Swedish. I'm saying alleged. Remember, guys, alleged juicer, because the human body only gets so big if you're actually not using performance enhancers. So maybe he got that big naturally. Wink, wink. Anyway, the golden one is he's just like this guy. He works out a lot, and he one of the things he thinks it's okay to masturbate, but not to masturbate to porn. Yeah, if you masturbate to porn, somehow that what's the word I'm looking for here? Ruins you for women, because you get this. Go ahead.
Like the way you describe him, it just reminds me of the old Dana Carvey Saturday Night Live bit where him and someone else play like some buff Austrian guy at the
Hans
gym.
and Franz.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yes.
pump you up.
Yes. These two would be a good Hans and Franz. Watching porn, period, is bad. No, porn is great. Porn, it shows you naked women. What are you talking about?
If it were for porn, my mom would be unemployed.
There you go. That's disturbing. No, she works at a theater. You guys, get your mind out of the gutter. No. Anyway, this guy, Alexander. Excuse me. Hang on a moment. Excuse me, man. Alexander Cortez. He wrote a long post today about how if you're a gamer, you're not really a person and you're just wasting your whole life. But, all right, let's say I am. Let's say for argument's sake, let's say I am. Other than being a dickbag on YouTube or on Twitter, and he does have a YouTube channel too. What's your life accomplishment? You're going to be forgotten when you're gone, the same as I am, Alexander. Shut the hell up. Leave people be. Yeah, he says that playing games will make you fat and skinny. I'm not sure.
It's like Schrodinger's cat, you know. Unless you open the box, you don't know which.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing again, guys, but I will throw it into chat if you want to check it out. Oh, my God. Yes, nobody should be subjected to period porn. You're right about that, Jack. Or Jack, God damn it.
Everyone's Jack. You're like Stan's grandpa calling everybody Billy.
Yes, indeed. Get over here, Billy. But James, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that. Nobody wants to see period porn. At least I don't. There was that douche who watched, or that Bering talked about the one time, would probably love it. Oh, Andy. Can I be Jack now? All right, Zelthor, you're now Jack. I don't know. I have Jack on the brain, and I don't know why. But again, it's Gunsky, not bad comic reviews. Jack, you're in my brain today, man. I don't know what you did. I appreciate you trying to include me in the conversation. I know, right? I'm a giver. That's what I do.
If you want to invite him on too, yeah.
Let's see how. Yeah, I only have 2 invitations out. Jack, you want to come hang out? You can. That'll put me at 5 top, and that's my top if anybody else shows up. So
The restraining order was lifted, recently.
Former President Obama offered up his advice for clear decision-making in the Oval Office. Avoid TV and social media, which only clouds your judgment.
As opposed to giving guns to drug runners.
Don't you remember he was the social media president? That was a thing. Everybody was remember his BlackBerry and how tuned in he was to the kids and the interwebs.
Hello, fellow kids.
Oh God! And now, Jack, do I have you over here? I'm sure I do. Jack, what's your name over here on Twitter? Why don't I have you on here?
Well, he's Quippers United, I think.
Is he? Oh, wait, there he is. Why is my phone blowing up? Oh, it's him. I knew I had you over here, man. Give me a second. Least professional monkey on the internet. All right. There we go. Yeah, jump in when you can, Jack, so I can call you anything but your name.
Well, I mean, yeah. He'll be the one person you don't call Jack.
I'm gonna call him Frosted for the rest of the night. But yeah, Obama was the social. Remember, he harnessed the power of social media to get himself elected.
Yeah, I went to college in Boston, and imagine being in Boston on the day he was first elected, and you're the only one who knows that it's a mistake.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, you know me, living the dream, man. And hi, Polly.
Hello.
That sounded so sad.
Are you well, Polly?
I'm not close to my microphone there. Do I sound better? More enthused?
It was the way. Hello. You sound like Eeyore.
If you're going to be mean, I'm going to leave.
You sound.
Well, you mean like Eeyore,
kind of ill.
The actual donkey or the guy from the Minions?
The actual donkey.
Oh, okay.
Like you just sounded, hi guys. Like you had a bad day. I was concerned. That's not mean.
I thought you were comparing me to the guy on the Minions. That is mean, actually, if you know what I'm saying.
And Jack, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty well. Evidently, I have some sort of place in your mind this evening. It's weird.
Dude, I have no idea why I keep doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Were you possibly thinking about maybe being on the game stream next week?
Yeah, I told you I'd be on next Tuesday, right?
Yes, you did. I just gotta make sure because sometimes people forget and then they make alternative plans. Blah blah blah.
Well, you've talked to me. I don't make plans. I really don't. And if I do,
yeah, I know. But
if I do, you have to remind me all the way up until the day.
The thing is that running my stream in particular is very, very difficult because it's difficult to round people up, especially if someone's forgotten or something like that, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm already doing this thing." So there are sometimes that I have to remind people a few more than other people. Some people like Frosted, he just shows up every week. I don't even invite him. He just kind of I don't know. I don't know how he gets the link to the stream. It makes no sense.
You know what'll help?
Oh, after you knocked up my sister, you kind of owe me.
Yeah,
what'll help is a nice titty pillow.
Yeah.
And Polly, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing all right.
All right.
Got a little sick of the fucking thing I was working on, so I decided to set it aside for a minute. Fucking hell.
I feel you. I have a feeling that's going to happen to me tomorrow because I'm going to go out and work on the deck. It's okay. It's not hard work. It's just painting. Basically, I'm staining it with a waterproof stain. So it's not going to be like hard work for me, but by the end of it, I'll be like, I'm sick of this shit. Because do you know how many? There's on a deck. This is a second story deck because I've mentioned this before. This is technically a 1-story house. So you have to have a deck up to the front door. There has to be a front door on the top of the house. So you have to have those little, what do you call them? They're not a peg, but it actually has like a rail all the way around. There's all these little fucking rails that have to be done.
You're not building more stairs to fall down, are you?
No, actually, Lady Monkey won't let me go on those stairs.
Okay.
I'm not allowed on the deck stairs. She's afraid I'm going to really, really hurt myself on those. And she's probably right. There's concrete at the bottom, so. Roller with the long handle, Monkey. Yeah. I mean, I could do that from I think that would actually be worse for me because my arms get, what's the word I'm talking about? Tired very quickly.
Hey, Monkey, can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
There's someone in the chat that I always greet very ceremoniously with an M-bomb. Is that foreboding in this particular case?
What's an M-bomb?
the N word, but with an A at the end?
No, you can say it if you have to. I don't care.
Okay. Hey, Pete, my nigga.
There you go. I thought you said M. I was like,
No, N.
motherfucker. I say it all the time.
I just know that you're kind of trying to ease off the cursing a little bit, and maybe there was an expectation, but whatever.
What is this? There's a woman crying about. Oh, I think that's fake. So there's actually people going to Area 51.
I can't. Someone has got to go to Area 51. There's been too much social cachet in this so far for no one to go.
These idiots are going to get shot. This isn't a movie, you guys. They actually have signs up that they will shoot you. Richo says, yes, they're seriously going. Zelthor says, yeah, of course they're going. These, and editor says, yeah, why? Why? Well, I guess it'll take the heat off Border Patrol when the guys at Area 51 mow down 100 U.S. citizens.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
You know what's going to be terrible about all of this is afterwards, once they've killed a bunch of American citizens, they're going to blame Trump for this.
Oh, of course. Yeah. If he would have just told them about the aliens, damn it.
Everybody knows the real blame lies with Gamergate.
Probably. Well, Gamergate got us Trump anyway.
We just got to think of how first.
Do you realize how many different things I've heard now that have got us Trump, going all the way back to the movie Caddyshack?
Yeah. I'm the one who submitted that for MSS News.
Oh, that fucking story was so stupid. And that guy, I actually saw him arguing about some other shit. I don't follow him, but apparently if you look at somebody's thing once, it starts popping up in your feed now. The guy is a moron. He's like, on his bio now, I think it actually says about him linking Caddyshack to Trump. I'm like, that's not something to be proud of.
He put it in his bio.
Right under his pronouns, I'm guessing.
That's pretty good.
I think that six degrees of Kevin Bacon has become a career choice now for some people.
This man is a TV watcher. That's his job. He watches TV, and he's not even really a critic. He's a TV commentator.
I wouldn't even say that, because he's not even really commenting about TV. He's commenting about. I mean, the thing, half of these articles, it seems as though when they try and connect it to Trump, it's almost as though they didn't even watch the source material at all, and they're just kind of trying to take vague things that they learned from like a spark notes of the movie and connect that to Trump in some vague way.
Yeah, Caddyshack is Trumpian. Rambo is Trumpian.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rambo.
Oh, no, I'm so looking forward to that. Oh man, I'm pumped.
Oh God,
I've actually only seen the first one, and that was a long time ago.
Well, I've seen the best one. First Blood, because it goes what? First Blood, then Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3. Did they make a 4?
So I was more Die Hard.
The first one was the best one. It was much like Rocky. If you're actually looking for best story, it's the best story. But also like Rocky, the later movies are more Hollywood, which, by the way, is why I love Rocky 4.
Yeah, Rocky 4 is the best.
It is, but it is not the best story.
No, it's not. But so what? I mean, it's fucking awesome. He fights Dolph Lundgren. It's great.
No, not only does he beats the communists right there in that ring.
Yeah,
which is the one where he has the robot butler.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah, inexplicably somehow it's got a robot butler.
Yeah. Thank you, ex-Bubba Hotep, who says it is basically TV numerology. Exactly.
You know, you want to hear something crazy? I have never seen a Rocky movie, and I have never seen a Rambo movie.
What?
I've never
Neither one.
I've never seen a Rocky movie, but I know about the robot butler.
You have to watch. 2 or 3 and 4. Rocky
Mo-
3 and 4.
Most of Sylvester Stallone's film career is a complete mystery to me, because I think one of the only movies I've ever seen by him is Demolition Man.
No, how old are you?
27.
Okay, so that makes sense. How old are you, Frosted?
30.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. These are movies I grew up with. And now, Polly, did you see these before you went on your movies I should have watched tour, or?
Yes, but so long ago and so badly remembered, I might as well say I hadn't have watched them. You know what I mean? Like,
gotcha. Okay. Is that true with like Rocky as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I went back and watched Rocky 1, it was like, okay, I get this, but man, did they take this series in a different direction? Because I remember Rocky 4 very clearly, and it's like, this is like a heartfelt story of a Philly city boy, and it's about the character and his relationships with his girl and stuff. It's not about boxing. By the time I got to Rocky 4, it was a cartoon, which was great. Like, I'm not criticizing it at all. It was hilarious.
Rocky 4 is one of the quintessential 80s movies. That's the kind of thing I think about with an 80s. It's dumb in so many ways. It's just dumb. But if you go back, the original Rocky, it is a touching, heartbreaking story in parts, man. This is a poor guy who can't catch a break, and his life sucks in many ways, but he gets a shot at the title against Apollo fucking Creed, and spoiler, he loses at the end. Mm-hmm. He fucking loses. And that's why that's why Rocky got the Academy nod. And then, 2 is a little more Hollywood. And then by 3, they were just like, fuck it. We're just going to have fun. It was so Hollywood by that point. And of course, 4, he goes out and trains in the mountains of Russia. And the secret police are watching him the whole time. And Dolph is shooting
one of the
up.
best training montages of any film.
Oh, it's awesome.
Ever. Because, I mean, you got the Russian with all his technological and biological training. They're like, they do everything but say we're shooting him up with steroids. Like they show him like with like IV bags on and getting syringe shots in the arm. Where Rocky is in a barn lifting rocks. It's great.
Jim Beam says, Monkey, it was a draw. And in boxing, that means the champion retains his belts, which means you lost. And it was great because in Rocky 2, Apollo's the one who really wants this fight, and his trainer's like, you don't want this fight. But then it doesn't make any sense, really, when you get to Rocky 3 and how Clubber is just too much of a fighter for Rocky. And like, but anyhow.
You can't fight on the moon, Rocky. There's no air.
He could, though. I'm surprised they didn't go that far. And then Rocky 5, man.
What do you mean you're fighting Optimus Prime?
Rocky 5 was just so bad. It was so bad, man. They had a Don King-like character in it. Have you seen 5, Polly?
Yeah.
With Tommy Morrison in it.
Yeah, Tommy Gunn wasn't.
Tommy Gunn was his name in the movie, yeah, but his real name's Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, so it's just like a street fight out at the end. I think it was like an attempt at Creed, if you know what I mean, like sort of like passing the torch, and this is the best they could come up. I don't know. It was stupid. That should have been stopped at the script level.
Yeah, it really should have. There's more than 2 Rocky movies. Yes, there's actually, let's see, if you count Creed, there are 8. Because you have Rockies 1 through 5, and then the movie Balboa, and then Creed 1 and 2.
I'd fight Toni Morrison too. Her books suck.
Tommy Morrison. And you could fight him now because he's dead. You probably win. I'd bet on you.
What was the last Schwarzenegger movie in your mind that still qualifies as an 80s Schwarzenegger movie?
Oh shit.
When was Kindergarten Cop made?
That was 90s.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter if it was made in 93. It's a style of film we're talking about here.
Well, you know what? Then actually, yeah, probably Kindergarten Cop would qualify.
That counts as the last Schwarzenegger film? Like Schwarzenegger 80s? We're talking Commando, Predator here.
Or True Lies.
True
Well, you
Lies
said-
is
oh,
what
okay.
I think. I think
True
that was
Li-
I think
True
that was the
Lies-
last authentic '80s movie for Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that was the 90s, but it was 80s as fuck.
Oh yeah, that's what
Kindergarten
I'm
Cop
saying.
was 1990.
I mean, the boss he answers to is freaking Charlton Heston with an eye patch.
There's two different questions there for me then, Polly. Because Kindergarten Cop is much more of an 80s movie than True Lies was. But yes, as a Schwarzenegger 80s movie, True Lies probably, yeah. And somebody said,
I remember somebody argued T2, and I thought, no, True Lies is every bit an 80s Schwarzenegger action flick as Terminator 2 is.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned The Expendables. I've never seen that franchise. My kids, Raw Deal. Holy fuck, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I saw the first Expendables movie. Honestly, it was nothing to write home about.
I don't even remember what Raw Deal was about. I know I've seen it.
I saw the fourth one, but that was mostly because it had Kelsey Grammer in it.
Did it really?
Jingle All the Way?
Yep.
Does that count as an 80s Schwarzenegger movie? I think it does.
No.
It kind of does. I like Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. I was working in the theater when Expendables 4 came out. I suspect Kelsey Grammer made it in because he's a notorious conservative, and that's basically the only kind of job he's going to be able to get now. And,
Sure.
You know, better for him, I guess, because, you know, it's a very well-known franchise.
Well, he did have the X-Men movies for a little while.
Well, apparently, I think he's in like Broadway plays and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's a stage actor.
Yeah, like I'm not sure how often he does it exactly, but I have a friend who's super into Broadway. So,
can you guess who's going to play the triplet? What? Oh, that reminds me. What about Twins? Twins was a great movie. Oh, Angela just said it as I said it. Twins. Oh, and it was mentioned up ahead. What was the other one? What was Junior, where he was pregnant? God, that was a bad movie.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yes,
Twins
Arnold
was awful.
Schwarzenegger becomes the first man to actually get pregnant.
I wish
You know,
there were more bad movies.
You know, back in the '80s, that was a joke. Now it's like news headlines.
It's still a joke. Like, you're not a man just because you got a puberty beard from your testosterone. Stop it.
Are you sure it's a puberty beard? Because it looks more like a pubes beard.
It does. It really does, and it's bad looking. Was this guy going on again? Imagine that you die, or today you die, and your highest form of accomplishment is a video game score. If that doesn't chill your blood, you're a lost cause as a man. Hang on, I need to respond to this. That's not what your mom said.
I assume he said
Yes.
this as he was flicking a lit cigarette and lighting a line of gasoline.
P.S. Tell her the check is in the mail. There we go. Fuck off, dude. Leave people alone because they play video games. You should be buff like me. Go fuck yourself. You know, the weird thing is he doesn't have that accent, and you expect it from some jackass like this, especially as greasy as this motherfucker is. I keep talking about how greasy he is. Let me get a picture of this motherfucker.
Like he sounds like the kind of guy who would be in an ad or like right at the beginning of a porno.
Yeah,
like-
right.
I sleep with girls like this all the time. You know, find out how you can grow your
You could
dick 3
too.
sizes. You know,
All right, you guys want to see this guy? This is the guy who tells you shouldn't play video games.
I have a feeling I don't want to see this. Ah,
Dude, you need to wax.
is that a drawn-on beard?
This is actually the cleanest I've ever seen his hair look. Actually, usually it's all greasy. The top you can see still got a grease look to it.
that's like if you needed someone for the cover of your romance novel, but all you could get was the Greek guy who works at the 7-Eleven.
Test subject says, "I think I could take him in a fight." I bet you could. No, that's Mr. Don't Play Video Games. He's accomplished so much in life, you guys.
I feel like he's gonna show me a very bad magic show.
You could have that too. That's a lot. It looks like his fucking beard just goes all the way down to his stomach. That's a lot of hair, man. And I'm not actually for it. Look, dudes, be as hairy as you want, just not back hair, because that's kind of weird looking. But Cynic says he's hairier than me, and that's saying something. I know, that's a hairy motherfucker. Imagine dying today, and all you have to show for it is the hair left over from your chest.
Have you ever seen a film called Cactus Jack with Schwarzenegger?
No.
Yeah, Pete brought it up in chat. He said, "It's Arnold's first film." I thought that was whoever in New York, Hercules, Thor, somebody.
Yeah, I thought it was that workout movie.
Oh, well, I don't think that counts as his workout movie was an actual workout tape, right?
Where he's talking about coming all the time.
Huh?
What?
He's talking about coming all the time.
Yeah, you've never seen those Schwarzenegger clips of him saying
pumping
that?
iron.
The film
No.
clip.
It's like, I'm at the gym and I'm coming, and I'm at home and I'm coming, and oh my god, dude, stop it! That's disgusting.
Pumping iron.
Yeah, that is. He played Cactus Jack. The name of the movie is The Villain.
Oh,
from 1979. It's him and Kirk Douglas as cowboys with Anne Margaret. Holy shit!
You know, I just saw the first half of Spartacus recently, and Kirk Douglas was ugly when he was young.
I wouldn't have said that to his face.
Yeah. You had a brush cut you could set your fucking watch to, though.
Yeah, but he looked like he had a mini donut surgically implanted in his chin.
You could like serve hummus out of his chin cleft. Could just spread it in there and dip like a carrot stick in there.
Gross.
Yeah,
Gross.
But so far, like most Stanley Kubrick movies, it seems overrated.
Kubrick directed that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's like long, laborious shots on things that don't matter because Kubrick became enamored with the look of it.
Yeah, like Kubrick can like set a good tone and get good performances, but I don't know, like the narrative doesn't really seem to make sense. Like that was pretty much my sense of The Shining.
I got to show you guys this. This is over on Twitter on the hashtag, guys. We have some beautiful women here. See that? Mm-hmm. And you can zoom in if you go over there, guys. And then right under that, there's some tissue. YouTube knows what we do with those pictures. Than ever. God damn it! The bad guy wins in the end because he wants to have sex. I didn't mean to put that on the screen. I clicked in the wrong spot. Anyhow, I was going over to the hashtag, see what we have over there. We got some naked ones. Well, not naked. What is it? This is about the Area 51 thing. What is happening in the desert? Area 51, the infamously mysterious military installation in the Nevada desert, has fascinated people for decades. This week, that fascination may come to a head as thousands of people are expected to descend upon the site and take part in a viral event called Storm Area 51. Seriously, guys, you can go out there. Don't get close to the installation. They will shoot you. They've shot people. You know they've shot people before, right?
Like, how many of them are just going to go to the outskirts and kind of tailgate for a while and say they were there?
You're going to have a whole bunch of them just with their cameras out waiting to film people get shot.
Just selling T-shirts. I survived Area 51.
What? This is it's not the actual story, but Massive Dynamics is sent two pictures of headlines. Facehooked. Facebook moderators addicted to extreme clips and conspiracy theories after being forced to view 500 dodgy posts per day, report claims.
I don't know why I find that so funny, but I do.
Facebook is a gateway drug.
Yes. Facebook moderators have revealed how they're becoming addicted to extremist content, according to a new report.
Nice.
Some reporters even say they have hoarded troves of dodgy content for their own personal collections. There you, Polly.
Hold on. I got to meet you.
I know you do.
No, I do. I actually do. Hold on.
That is amazing.
It's really funny too. Hold on.
And then there's a second picture with a headline that's a Facebook employee died from suicide. So that's not as funny.
This is like the corrupt, the corrupt cop in Russia that has access to all of the goods. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's the narc who gets hooked on coke.
Where is it?
I like that they don't exactly tell us what the extremist content is, because there's a lot of weird shit out there. Do you think the ones who have to watch doggy videos all day just can't stop watching dog videos?
And probably end up becoming furries or something.
All right, Polly, let me know when you have that, because I'm going to have the other screen up for a second while I'm looking.
Fair enough. Okay.
Give themselves otter avatars. Yeah.
Stuff to locate it here.
Oh, dear fuck. Frosted, go sit in the corner.
What?
Is this it? Yeah. There it is.
All right. We're going to wait till Polly gets this up before I ruin my night.
No judgments here.
Oh,
Share
no.
screen.
I've sent Frosted to the corner before. He knows what he did. He just doesn't know which one he did.
Yeah, I do a lot of things. You gotta be specific.
Nice. Even got the waifu pillow.
And the bunny ear barrette. That's
Beautiful. With Pepe on the screen.
yeah, and the little anime schoolgirl skirt, but it's obviously a guy from the hairy legs and the beard.
And the beard. Yep.
It's because it's compelling and people like it. And the more you review the crazy stuff, the more you realize it's just people having fun, for Christ's sake.
All right. Time for...
Fun is a gateway to the alt-right.
It is. That's because the left is allergic to laughter. For the sake of life on Earth, we must put a limit on wealth.
Oh, that's right.
We must put a limit on
Yeah.
wealth. That does not compute.
It's not quite true that behind every great fortune lies a great crime. Musicians and novelists, for example, can become extremely rich by giving others pleasure. What about hookers? But it does not appear to be universally true that in front of every great fortune lies a great crime. What? Wait, hold on. It does appear to be true that in front of every great fortune lies a great crime. Oh, God. Immense wealth translates automatically into immense environmental impact, regardless of the intentions of those who possess it. The very wealthy, almost as a matter of definition, are committing ecocide. The fuck is ecocide? Oh my God. A few weeks ago, I received a letter from a worker at a British private airport. Quote, I see things that really shouldn't be happening in 2019, he wrote. Every day he sees Global 7000 jets, Gulfstream G650s, and even Boeing 737s take off from the airport carrying a single passenger, mostly flying to Russia and the U.S. The private Boeing 737s, built to take 174 passengers, are filled at the airport with around 25,000 liters of fuel. That's as much fossil energy as a small African town might use in a year.
You know what this is, right? This is some dipshit sitting at his computer basically saying, well, I want people to solve the environment, but I don't want to do anything. So I'll just place this burden on the rich people, just like every single other burden that I place on the rich person, because I'm totally ineffectual in life.
Well, go ahead.
It's like my uncle would call them watermelons. where they're green on the outside, but inside they're really red. Where they're just trying to instate communism, but they're using, the environment as the excuse.
They've been doing that for a long time. But this next paragraph, I actually agree with. So perhaps we shouldn't be surprised to learn that when Google convened a meeting of the rich and famous at the Verdura resort in Sicily in July to discuss climate breakdown, its delegates arrived in 114 private jets and a fleet of mega yachts and drove around the island in supercars. Even when they mean well, the ultra rich cannot help trashing the living world. Now,
well,
go ahead.
Well, the thing about that is that it's still a stupid point, because traveling by airplane or traveling by car is still far more economical, environmentally speaking, than, say, if they were to somehow walk there. You expel carbon dioxide when you move around, and the human body is not as efficient as a car is.
Well, here's the thing. One, Google, you fucking assholes. You're doing this for the environment. Why didn't you have a conference call? You guys have the ability. You're Google, for fuck's sake. But it's exactly get the climate scientists to converse and have those meetings on Skype. Exactly, Ramen. This is the shit that they do all the time. We're gonna go talk about how we need to save the planet, and in doing so, we're gonna take all these jets over. Wasn't it Leonardo DiCaprio did that one time, and Al Gore does it everywhere.
To accept an award.
To accept an award, yes,
for environmentalism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Why can't we bring back the rickshaw? That doesn't use gas.
Yeah, there's plenty of Chinamen to run them around. It's great.
Functional asks what I mean. Sometimes my phrases come out and they sound idiotic before I think about them. What I mean when I say, like, when you compared to walking around, is what alternative would you expect for a person to get from point A to point B? What is the more economically viable option? What is the more environmentally friendly option than taking an airplane? Because airplane is one of the most environmentally friendly standards for travel you can possibly do. It's a whole bunch of people riding in something that's essentially the only resistance it faces is the air itself.
There's one more. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You keep going.
Okay. There's just one more part of this I want to read. And then I want to show you guys this guy. Because when I scrolled up to see who wrote this and I saw him, I'm like, yeah, that's who wrote this. Tomorrow, I will be joining the global climate strike, in which adults will stand with the young people whose call to action has resonated around the world. As a freelancer, I've been wondering who I'm striking against. Myself? Yes, one aspect of myself at least. Perhaps the most radical thing we can now do is to limit our material aspirations. The assumption on which governments and economists operate is that everyone strives to maximize their wealth. If we succeed in a task, we inevitably demolish our life support systems.
No, really quick over on the Streamlabs. Sorry, I didn't have the screen up. Shrouded Angel, thank you very much for the donation. No message, but it's greatly appreciated.
Yes, don't forget to support the gentleman on the dais, guys, as well as this channel if you can. That includes likes and subscribes to people, and sharing. Sharing is caring. I'm never going to be one of those people who gets that check mark because I don't know. But so yeah, support people. It's awesome.
Sharing is caring?
Sharing's caring, man.
Where's it? Is it from Sesame Street? I'm trying to.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I heard it somewhere and I'm like, yes, that's true, except with herpes.
Wait a minute, what the fuck is that?
It's herpes, man.
No, I'm doing something here, monkey.
What? I said it's herpes, and you said what's herpes? What's
that's a coin. I get it. Never mind me. Yes, it's a herpes coin. I'm over here doing something, guys. Jesus Christ, don't worry about me. I'm just.
It's like AA. After the first year, you get a coin.
No, if you collect 100 herpes coins, you get AIDS.
All right, this is the guy up here in the corner. This is the guy who wrote that article. Doesn't he look just like who would write that article?
He looks like a paler version of the guy from Portlandia.
He looks like, he looks like he should be in a 70s college movie as one of the professors who's just there to bang young chicks.
Yeah, like the professor who thinks he's the cool one.
Yeah.
I am the cool one.
Students. I know you are, but you don't. You don't have a Nehru jacket, do you?
A what jacket?
Whatever that is.
He looks like he has a lot of opinions on smartphones, I would say.
He's like a douche.
Like he wears out the elbows of his sweater just so he can put patches on them.
Yes, exactly. Michelle Carter. Oh, yeah, I don't want to read about Michelle Carter. Fuck her. Last Blood Rambo completes Rambo's transition into a Trumpian hero.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot who it was, but they just said in the chat that Razorfist put up a video of the reeing around Rambo, and I'm looking forward to watching that video. I know people are busting a gut in confusion over it, and I don't understand why. I mean, anyway?
Well, we're going to read.
He's Trumpian. He's fascist. He's like, oh man, you guys need to. Like,
isn't it because of the enemy in the movie?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the movie. I'm going in clean, and I want it that way. I just sort of want to.
Well, I wanted to read this. Okay, we'll stop then.
Brian Mullen says the otter profile pic is adorable. Well, you can thank Farzusmi. That's part of that's her art.
And you can thank Google Images for mine.
Nice.
And you can thank Microsoft Paint for mine.
Times New Roman.
No. Oh God, no. Cambria.
You can't thank anybody for mine. It just happened. It was immaculate artception. Thank you, by the way, to Ranting Monkey for introducing me to Razorfist. I've recently watched more of his stuff, and he's fantastically talented. Oh, Razorfist is amazing, man. Mm-hmm. His rants are just awesome. You know the best thing about his rants? Those are scripted.
Yeah.
He does that scripted, and you'll notice there's not jump cuts in there.
Yeah, like there'll be there's no jump cuts. There'll be just 2 or 3 cuts as he kind of like goes to an image, and that's about it. I remember the one time he was so proud of himself when that's one of the funniest moments in any one of his videos. He goes off on a rant, and the camera doesn't leave him not once. It's one of the ones where he's not standing in the wall; he's sitting in his chair in the all black room with just certain things in color, the Sin City look. And he's going through, and when and it's like 5 minutes long. It's like a classic Razorfist rant, right? When he gets to the end of it, he goes, "All done, no breaks, no cuts. Yes."
Yeah, it's really impressive if you've ever tried doing that.
It's the YouTube equivalent of the opening shot from Touch of Evil.
Shit, there was something I was going to say about Razorfist. Shit.
People should watch Razorfist Arcade. It's one of the most unique Let's Plays ever. In that it's not your average Let's Play. It's really interactive with the audience. It's mostly just like ask Razorfist questions. Whilst he plays a game, and he goes back and forth with distractions. But even if you're not a gamer, and I'm not, it's fascinating to watch. And he plays a really wild array of games, so it's cool.
I remember what I was going to say. Sure. With the style that Razorfist does, he could get away with having some ums or missing a line and picking back up. He doesn't even do that though. He just powers through his script. Yeah, and that's hard to do when you're yelling.
And you can tell when he's doing streams, he is somebody who ums and ahs and pauses as he's thinking and so forth. It's a stage performance, and it's really well done. You know what I mean? It's Philly D. Tune into that guy and look what happens when you actually craft your ability to speak instead of having editors make up for your stumbling, fumbling idiocy. Just saying.
I don't have a problem with jump cuts, but man, he's gotten really bad. Holy shit.
And the jump cuts, and Hammer was the one who originally pointed this out to me. It's not, I'm going to yammer and then cut it into something vaguely coherent like Onision does. You think, Onision will make like, whatever, like an 8-10 minute video. And the reason like his jump cuts are every 8 seconds is because he's cutting individual sentences together to develop his coherent rambling. Well, he's not making any sense, and he's trying to make a statement out of it. So he'll cut like half an hour material down to 8 minutes, so he's actually saying something. You know what I mean? Whereas with Philly D, it's to cut out all of his trips and fumbles with the words.
Thank you, Shrouded Angel, for the donation with no message. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. You guys are so generous.
No shit.
He probably takes a script and goes through it all in one solid take and then just cuts out all the ums and ahs between that, except that he has to keep repeating himself in there 100 times. And so it ends up that he can't make it through more than one sentence at a time without jump cutting.
Well, and that's almost what it is these days is that I don't know if he's always been this way, and I didn't notice it. It seems to me he's getting worse with it, where like almost after every sentence there's a cut where he has to fix it. And what Tolly, god damn it. What the dude over, I'm just calling you guys the dudes. What the dude over there was talking about,
just call him Jack,
is you can tell he is still on his script because the sentences line up with what he's trying to say. He just keeps screwing it up. And by the way, I do the same thing. You guys just can't see it in my videos because I cut that shit out and you don't see me talking. But there are parts of mine where, especially if I'm trying to get a certain feeling across, if I don't get the whole thing in one spot, I will start the whole damn thing over because there's times it has to be that way.
Exactly. The thing has to have flow to it. And when you make a cut in your own dialogue, people can tell. And so if you want something to have flow, you need to read it from start to finish consistently, and you need to practice. And if you need to make a cut, then you need to form your dialogue so that you are able to make cuts in the appropriate places where you know you're going to mess up. You can't just because otherwise it all just sounds completely jarring, and it's really poor performance. And frankly, you want to be taken seriously, you want to be a professional YouTuber or something like that, then take your job seriously and stop acting like an amateur. Start trying to make quality content instead of just hiring the best editor to make it look like quality content.
Nuts, why are you being mean to me? I'm always nice to you.
Oh, drop the chat. What'd she say to you?
She said Monkey makes videos.
Anthony Vogel's got a good question. Is Razorfist a character or is that the real him? I'm not that familiar with him.
It's character.
Yeah, it's character. There's a lot of him in the character, if you know what I mean. But I remember when he did his Trump video and he dropped character. He's actually a really soft-spoken guy.
Yeah, you get that from the arcade.
Yeah, it's a performative thing, and he's just very good at it because he's been doing it for years. But I remember that when, like, at the end of the Trump, he says, "You know what?" And he takes his iconic mirrored sunglasses off, and he says, "It's time for me to drop character for a second," and he goes into the thing about what the media did running up to the election of 2016, and he makes this argument that they fooled us all. They tried playing us all. They made it really seem like this guy had a snowball chances in hell. In reality, he had a very good chance the whole time. But they lied to us. They lied to us over and over again. And they thought they could get away with it. And the truth is, well, they did. Because here we are a month after the election, and they're back into questioning the legitimacy of his election in the first place. And we're all buying it like, yeah, maybe he really did fake the election. Like, and it's this real deep moment, right? And it's like, wow, he really is like a soft-spoken, serious guy when he's not playing the Razor Man, It's
right, yeah.
I think it speaks to just how good he is at having done this for over 10 years on YouTube, right? It's a craft.
Yeah, and if you go back to some of his older rants, I love you too, Nuts. If you go back to some of his older rants, you can actually see it. He's not as intense as he is today. There's still good rants and everything, but the delivery is not as passionate where it is today.
And he's I mean, he's talked on arcades. People have repeatedly asked him, have you ever done stand-up? And he says, yeah, actually I have. I've done stand-up. It went well. I've done it a few times, but the truth is there's no comedy row anywhere near me where I live in Phoenix. Like, I don't think people realize just how wide Phoenix is. He's talking about this. And I've been to Phoenix, but not around enough times to know it like a local would, you know? And he's like, we build out, not up, in a really, really big way. So to drive to the other side of Phoenix is like pack a lunch, man. You know what I mean? And he's like, that's where the few comedy clubs in Phoenix are. We don't have a comedy row here. So it's a mission to get over there to do comedy on standby, which is what you're doing if you're an amateur. And he goes, so I did it a few times and I'd like to get back to him, blah, 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 blah. So like, I mean, the guy's even a stand-up comedian. He's done it. He's tried it in front of a crowd. It worked, you know. Very cool.
Yeah. I'm not. How many towns over is that? There's a town like 6 or 7 towns over from us. And we live in the middle of fucking nowhere, so that there's a lot of space in between there, and they're all small towns. Even the one I'm talking about, they brought in a comedy club.
Okay.
It was a very bad idea. It didn't last for very long. It lasted for, I think, 8 or 9 weeks before they finally shut it down. But I actually got to see Louis C.K.
That's it?
Louis C.K. Yeah, it died quick.
That's a fast death. Yeah, wow.
We saw Louis C.K. there. And when we went to see him, there were 8 people in the room.
Ooh.
And he goes, there's 8 of you. Because fuck it, I'm doing the set anyway because I'm getting paid.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Like, yeah, hey, that's what we came for, man. Do your set. Yeah, and me and him actually had a little back and forth. He was fucking with me. It was fun, though.
Biggest comedian I ever saw was probably Stephen Wright.
Oh, I'd love to see Steven. Oh, genius.
Yeah,
The original and funny Mitch Hedberg.
I just love how he starts every show, you know, like the audience is going crazy cheering, and then once they die down, he just goes, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I normally I wouldn't brag on some bullshit. Yeah, I would, you know that. But I've been working on this fucking thing all night for Noir Bar. I'm trying to get it right. I've been tweaking it. It's not finished yet, but the thing I was trying to pull off, I finally got it done. I couldn't understand what was going wrong. 7 renders later, and I finally got it right. You want to see? Yeah, you
Sure.
do. Share screen. Share screen. So there's my OBSing, like the OBS screen. Notice now in the bottom right-hand corner,
Yes,
a little martini glass and a smoking cigarette. Now, I haven't blended them into the background, so it looks, you know, just so. So it looks like they actually belong there. But, oh, God, rendering that cigarette smoke, so it's actually ahead of the background like that. It's obviously done with chroma key, but what a fucking mission. Do you notice how I even got the cigarette cherry in there? And look, oh, my God. That's a Streamlabs glass, even though it doesn't look
nice.
like the fake ass Streamlabs glasses because it has the light from the surrounding room on it. See, gold on one side, shadow on the other. Now you can't do that from Streamlabs, but I forced it to work in a complicated kind of way. Hey, let's watch it happen again. More coins. Yay! I'm gonna have the coins fall from out and behind the.
Don't fly too close to the sun, Icarus.
Yeah. I'm going to have the coins fall from behind the chat capture. I'm going to do a cutoff there where the chat capture is ahead of it. But, oh, man, all I wanted was a martini glass and a cigarette burning in the bottom corner. Oh, my God. 4 hours later, I actually managed to make it work. Son of a bitch.
And I assume the password is swordfish.
No. Into the bar? Oh, you know what nobody notices? Speaking of the password? Because the waiting screen, if I turn them all on so you can see them, is the lady smoking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Notice this. So you're looking in and you see the lady smoking. This is what everybody sees when they're waiting. Okay. But if we go over to Noir Bar, notice that I even bothered to implant that in the back door. When you
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, when you look through, so it's like, well, wait a minute, what door is it? It's the door that's in the back, and that's why I cut the middle panel out of there, put that waiting screen hatch over the door. So where's the lady? Well, she's sitting right there at the corner of the bar smoking before you came in.
She's in the bathroom getting it from somebody.
Yeah.
I feel as though the lore to Noir Bar has been expanded immensely.
Well, it has. I mean, that's why we've got Grisella's art right here. I haven't put Far's art. That's going to go up there. The colonial American flag I like so much. There's a comic book curation symbol over there. And just to be in time, I put a picture of Ava Gardner up there because Ava Gardner is a gorgeous woman.
Yeah, you could learn more in the Silmarillion. You can find out more about the backstory of the bar.
Kathy,
so anyway, this is what I have my little fun with.
You
Kathy in chat says, "Oh, go ahead, real quick."
Oh, you didn't want to include any Funko Pops on top of the bar surface, Polydub?
I didn't want to include any Funko Pops on the top of the bar. What did you just say?
Kathy says, "I always regret not going to comedy events before SJWs took over. The last comedic event I went to was disappointing because it was extremely politically correct. The last one I went to, I got so drunk I don't even remember. But I do know a lady got kicked out for being a bitch. It was funny. I was cheering them on and laughing at everything, probably harder than I should have been. Could not tell you one goddamn thing that was said though. Polydub is really Darth Otter, the dark matter of the meme. He has memes for any occasion. Dark master of the meme. Man, I am tired, you guys. I am so sorry. I got to stop trying to read.
You know who I got to hit up with the whole, well, Satsu and Sinatra and pick their brains. They do a lot of, the Streamlabs stuff, and they know it because they've been working with it so long. I'm like poking around in the dark in there going, what do all these widgets do? I don't understand.
Polly, do you have your Streamlabs open, Bubba Hotep ass?
I actually was on the widget window there to make the coins fall with some tests. Hold on, let me go back to my main window. I know things. There we go. Oh, Christ, I got all kinds of fucking... Sorry, guys. Let me see. Oh, Shrouded Angel, that was from before. If not, thank you again, Shrouded Angel. I appreciate that with no message. And then Pete. Oh, thanks, Pete. That's awesome. Donated and said, my money is now your money. Well, some of it anyway. Any of it's greatly appreciated. And finally, X-Bubba Hotep. Very generous donation. Thank you. With the ironic statement of, get a Streamlabs, Polly.
Get more Streamlabs.
Yes.
Technically, I have a Streamlabs, but I ask that everybody donate to Moonshock instead, so that Frosted Glass can embezzle from it.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, you know what? Zelthor's got a point here. He says, Polly, the master of memes. Pfft. Well, see, that's just it. If you go over to like Discord and stuff, like with these guys, they've got like a phone and a hard drive full of fucking memes. I have like the tip of the iceberg compared to what these psychos collect. It's nuts.
I have like none.
No?
No.
Don't like memes?
No, well, I like them. I just laugh at them and move on, I'm not somebody who uses them very often. Usually if you see me use anything, it's going to be just from the library that they offer you there on the Twitter machine of the GIFs.
That's something that like I am by no means a deep internet master, but you can spot the normies on Twitter just like they're wearing fucking neon, like the same old GIFs that they've been using forever and a day, like the sassy black lady going, I don't think so. Like when they disagree with something you're saying, it's like they got 6 memes in a folder, all of them, and they all just keep fucking posting them in response to things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I know you say you can spot a boomer that way, or with normie that way. If you looked at the way I respond with them, you'd probably say the same thing. That's why I don't use them very often. Because like I said, unless there's something very, very specific I want to use as a fuck you to somebody, I usually just use my words. because that's I'm not a visual person in that sense.
Oh, you want to speak about boomer moments? I just realized something. No wonder the coins were falling without me hitting a test. It's because I was getting Streamlabs.
Boomer Polly.
Yeah, no, hey, anybody who comes by my streams knows that I boomer it up pretty badly.
Frosted, what do you keep doing, man?
I don't know. My internet must have crapped out.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw you when you dropped the first time. I got you back in. Sorry, I didn't see. I'm on the Twitter machine right now. We're gonna be wrapping up soon. We got about 10 minutes left, so I was just taking a final look over there at anything that might piss me off. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're coming to the end of my day. I slept until like 5:30 today, but I didn't get to sleep until. That's a weird way. I got to sleep early, you guys. I think I went to bed. I finally fell asleep somewhere around 10:30.
Yeah, I'm usually up late. It's hard for me to fall asleep.
And I don't sleep.
I was
well,
going to go to bed an hour and a half ago. But then all of a sudden, Monkey keeps saying my name, and I'm like, huh? What's going on? And then he's like, oh, you want to come on? Oh,
I
sure.
don't know what the fuck that was about either. My brain just like, we're saying Jack tonight.
I have that influence over people.
It's a gypsy curse. Yeah.
Editor, thank you so much. Who says, good stream, guys? Gotta crash. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Unfortunately, he's a pilot, so crash means,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
These things happen. Remember,
Monkey, Jack, and Frosted. Have you guys ever watched Frederick Nunsen's channel with his Down the Rabbit Hole series?
Heard of it, never seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of it.
You kind of cut out there for me, Monkey. What'd you say?
I said yes. Yes, I have.
Okay. So he put up his Wings of Redemption rabbit hole video.
Oh, shit. I was supposed to watch that. Somebody told me about that.
Yeah.
Scribe told me about that. Yeah, I forgot to watch it.
Nunsen is like, I was just saying this yesterday to some people over in Discord that like, he's one guy and he does documentary level work as one guy on YouTube. Like professional documentarians that need like a $5 million budget need to like look at this guy and feel shame. He's a fucking professional. And he's not. He's an amateur, but he runs it like a fucking. Just if you haven't watched the Down the Rabbit Hole series, chat, I highly recommend it. But that Wings of Redemption one, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes long, easily as long as one by far.
Jesus,
holy shit, is it a slog, man? It's not that it's not interesting; it's just depressing. The Wings of Redemption story is so long. He does a play-by-play of a Call of Duty match that was sort of like critical to the story he's telling, where Wings, this guy who's like a game streamer, basically back in the day before there was anything called a game streamer, and he was dealing with a guy back in the day who went by the unlikely name of DJ Keemstar. So you get like a sense of what Keem was like, back in 2008 on doing and what he was doing on YouTube when he was still a game streamer and Drama Alert was not even a thing remotely yet. Yeah. So anyway, he gets into this debate with this one guy on a live stream saying, it's like, oh, I could take you out in Call of Duty in this mode, no problem. You're sitting here bragging on it. And the guy really wasn't bragging. It's just Wings has a big attitude about these things. So they go into it. And he does a play-by-play, blow-by-blow that takes 8 minutes where Nunsen explains what happened during this match and how this guy ended up besting Wings slowly over this 10-minute competition that they had in Call of Duty with these certain settings. It was wild. It was just, he's so good at what he does. It's just get some popcorn, watch some Rabbit Hole, and God damn, Wings is a depressing guy. It made me walk away from it thinking 3 things. 1, Call of Duty attracts weirdos. 2, get out and exercise every now and then if you play a lot of games, for the love of God. And 3, Jesus Christ, Keemstar has been involved in drama for a long time. Those were my takeaways.
The only thing I know about... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Paulie, are you by any chance Greek, and do you work at a 7-Eleven?
No and no. Why?
You just sound like the guy that Monkey talked about recently.
Greasy with long hair, go out and play. No, I'm not saying don't play games. I'm saying, for Christ's sake, man, the guy weighs 425 pounds. That's what I'm talking about when I say get up and go exercise.
The only thing I know about Wings is from the Medicare video that he did. and he went over quite enough of it to be like, oh wow.
Where literally your whole universe becomes the competition and breaking controls and losing it, and your whole life is tied to game streaming, and this is not healthy, man. It's so not healthy.
Well, it's not just not only is his weight and everything, but the way he approaches games. There's a lot of people like that. If you play competitive video games, you will run into people like him, people who think they're good and they're okay, but as soon as they meet somebody better, they just lose their shit. And I like fucking with those kind of people. That's why I don't play competitively anymore, guys.
Did you? I'm not really into like the competitive style. Like my friend's really into that. As far as it's that game with the cars and the ball, Rocket League.
Rocket League, yeah,
yeah, and like he actually went to like Atlantic City, I think, for some official championship. Like,
oh wow,
as a spectator, not as a player. Like, but yeah, I don't get the appeal of it.
It's certain people. It really fulfills like a competitive thing for them in a big way. I'm joking because Far and Zelthor, well, I don't think Zelthor made it very far into it. It was just too much. Far, Zelthor and Mustafa were all watching kind of at the same time. And I started joking, this guy needs to get into some Stardew Valley, real calm, simple game where you plant a garden and take care of your little cottage and you go fishing and, nothing with any guns, no FPS shit for you, buddy. I don't think you can handle it.
Speaking of documentaries about large people, has anyone seen the iDubbbz documentary?
No. Who's iDubbbz?
He did a series called Content Cop that was particularly famous. He's kind of a bigger YouTube, but he's a little bit edgy, I think, for most compared to most big YouTube creators. And he made a documentary about a YouTuber who is very, very fat and does Star Wars enactments, and it's a cringe channel. And so he goes to this guy's house, and it's unlike any of his other content. He makes a documentary mostly in earnest about this really cringy guy in his life. And it's shockingly good. I wouldn't have expected this level of content from iDubbbz. It's hilarious.
No, iDubbbz is Content Cop. Well, depending on which one, a lot of them are really, really good. They're presented as almost silly in many ways, but if you pay attention to what he's saying and doing, it's actually quite clever most of the time. Plus, what he did to Tana Mojo was just funny as shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I totally forgot about that until you mentioned it just now.
Say nigger. And then she comes onto YouTube. He like choked me, he wouldn't let me go. Like, bitch, it's on tape. We can see it.
Yeah, are you aware there's a video of it?
Bitch, we can see it. Yeah, she made it sound like he like held her down and said it.
Yeah. But if you ever get a chance, go to iDubbbz's channel, watch Full Force. It's really excellent. And there's one scene where he interviews this crazy best friend of the guy. And this man is very, very crazy, and it goes to a very strange place. But Ian, the name that's iDubbbz's real name, he plays it totally straight as he's talking to this guy, and the guy is just saying really batshit insane stuff back to him. And the whole exchange is absolutely one of my favorite things I've ever seen on YouTube. It's called Full Force. Check it out. It's great.
And with that recommendation, we're going to wrap up, guys. We are at, we're a minute away from 2 hours, but by the time we're done, we'll be done. Chat, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that you guys show up and listen to this show every fucking day, no matter what time it is. You're amazing people, and I hope good things happen to you. Also, thank you so much for the donations tonight. You guys are so very generous. I'm humbled by your support. I really am. Frosted, anything you want to pimp out tonight?
Well, I do have my Discord, which is where I, kind of run my Mystery Science Theater nights from. I I don't think I have a wrench, hint, to pimp it, but
Jack, is
I'm
there?
pimping it.
Thank you. I was actually looking for your name in here so I know you yelled at me a little while ago. There you are.
What I did?
No, not you. There you go. You now have a wrench there, Frosty.
All right, I've made it in life.
And yes, Bear, I'm going to bed, dude. I got a day tomorrow, so yeah, I'm turning in. And James has renamed himself Jack Polly now. I've renamed him completely. Sorry about that, James. Jack, anything you want to pimp out tonight? Jack.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, the real Jack. Anything you'd like to pimp out?
I'm sorry. I hear that, and I automatically think you're talking to Jack Cochran.
He actually said Jack for the right reason this time.
I did.
Yeah,
indeed.
I know it's bizarre. I'd like to pimp out my channel, and if you click the 3 little dots next to my name, you can go to my channel immediately. And every week I have a stream where I do Jackbox games with various guests. This next week, or this upcoming week, I believe the 24th, Ranting Monkey, barring any unseen incident, should be playing, as well as your boy Pat and the real Jack Cochran. And oh yes, and Frosted Glasses, of course, regular on that show. So come check it out. It's very fun.
And Polly,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to pimp tonight?
I would.
What you
It's
got?
hard out here for a pimp.
Let me see your hose. Let me see your hose.
There is a link to my channel where every Wednesday, Jack, Inquisitor, and myself, that's Jack from Bad Comic Reviews, Inquisitor, and myself, do comic book curation. It's a good time. We talk about comics and everything in and around them, movies and pop culture and the insane SJWs who won't leave our fucking hobbies alone. This week was a pretty hot one for that, but
I bet.
yeah. I also want to thank everybody with the Streamlabs donations tonight. No, I really do want to thank everybody with the Streamlabs donations tonight. Very generous. I am that much closer to a non-potato computer. And finally, I can actually announce, as I found out Weibo already did to her patrons, that we will now be doing a regular stream, her and I, on Sunday evenings. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be the Weibo and Polly show. So, I mean, that's full of hijinks and hilarity. To academically oriented cynics, this should be... I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
What time is it going to be?
We haven't decided. We got a hangout schedule for tomorrow night where we're going to work out the details. Definitely going to be Sunday night, earlier in the evening. She said is better for her, but we're going to nail down a lot of the details. We're going to nail down the art for our cereal box because you need cereal merch. Am I right?
Sure.
Well, Philip DeFranco can't be the only one. I was thinking Polly Jones Bites should be the name, but I haven't decided on it for sure yet. So anyway, yeah, we'll be figuring that all out tomorrow, and then we'll be tweeting it out. So yay, Polly and Weeb's stream. Who's excited? I'm excited.
Bears in chat. Bear, you asked if I was going to be awake. Does that mean you're going to be streaming, dude? If you are, throw your link in so people can come watch you. Let's see. Friday, right? This is Friday.
It is now.
Tonight we're going to be on Scribe Light's channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Lords of the Night. Then after that, we will be over on 2 Cents Plus playing some more Borderlands 3. Dear God, this game broke my heart the last time we played it. So, man, the story. Anyhow, if you enjoy me and Satsu, even if you, I know there's a lot of people on the hate Borderlands train, and that's fine. But come for me and Satsu because that's what you should be there for anyway. And let's see. Yeah, I haven't scheduled it yet. AM with Alex for an hour. Okay, so guys, over on Irate Alex, make sure you follow him at Irate Alex on Twitter as well, so you know. Audience, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Jack, Frosted, Polly, thank you guys so much for joining me. Everybody, have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you next time.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And here's where I sing, because I don't know when it actually ends.